Good morning, greetings everyone. Um, it's Sanahara Ama Chandra back again. We are on day 16 of our journey to wholeness, and so grateful to be here with you all. As we wait for people to come on in, we're going to go ahead and anchor in the energy of the directions. So calling in the energy of the east, air, the south, fire, the west, water, and the north, earth, centering into our heart. I invite you to center into your heart. And as we center into our heart, may we release, anchor, and connect with our earth, connecting with our earth. As we feel ourselves connecting with our earth and that energy coming back up to our heart, let's extend that up, out, and above our crown, going up to connect with Source, going up to connect with the beginning, the space where we all originate as one. And as we make that connection and feel the wheel around us beginning to spin, I connect my heart to yours, and I am so grateful to be here with you all this morning. So today's topic is right on time, right? Personally, this journey has been bringing me much to reflect on throughout my day as I consider all of the different topics we have touched on over the last few weeks. We're almost reaching 3 weeks here. And it's also made me consider what my next steps will be. Especially I've agreed that I know that I'm going to stop this particular process around day 21 and may continue. Y'all let me know. Let me know if the daily is working for you. I'm okay with that, but it makes sense when I know that it makes sense. So if it makes sense, I will continue with the dailies. Maybe we'll see how it comes through. This was a commitment, though, that I'm honoring around these 21 days. And so it makes sense that we are here to talk about before we do our sound meditation. So let's be clear. If you're just coming in and you're not sure what you just walked into, let me tell you. My name is Ama Chandra. Sanahara Ama Chandra. I'm still getting used to my new name, right? And I work in sound healing, frequency, and vibration, energetics. As someone who carries and works to maintain a particular frequency of love, peace, joy, I'm on that journey right along with you. That it's not always easy to hold that frequency as you move through the dark, as we move through the unknown, the places that we've not been before. We hit these places and parts of us like, I thought I was done with that energetic response. Nah, but we don't be done with it. We just grow through it and see how we do. We get to see how we do. And so I have been holding space using words, using spiritual text, and using sound healing as a part of my journey, my personal journey. And I am grateful for those who have chosen, who've absolutely said, I am wanting to be here with you. It means something to me. You mean something to me. Our connection means something to me. You know, we're at a place where we've had so many disposable relationships and opportunities where we just let go when there still was a desire for greater and deeper. And so for those who've decided that they wanted greater and wanted to go deeper and chose to be here with me, I am grateful for you. You've held me. Your expectation of my stepping in and walking my path has helped hold me. I feel like I'm in relationship to accountability with you, and that means so much to me, to be in a relationship of accountability. So worth and worthy. You know, I would never have thought that this would become the topic for today, but it makes sense. Everything, when I look at it, reminds me of what it means to be on this journey, that started out with honoring the energy of safety. This whole thing started with saying, I am safe. And so when we honor the energy of safety and we come right into that space in ourselves, it creates a platform, a foundation in which one can settle and potentially begin the process of releasing roots down and beginning the spiraling dance that goes up, all originating from our seed, our heart, our flower. So as we illuminate energy from this space, there's a part of us that has greater ease at connecting to our earth. There's a part of us that has greater ease as we move through these elemental energies of air, fire, water, and earth. There's a part of us that has a greater openness and acceptance that there is something greater than me calling me forward, because it's not just calling me, it's calling you too. We're all being called forward. And it's a beautiful thing. This is the coming of light. And we are coming online in greater and greater numbers. Many of us can look back at our past and see how we've spoken of light and see how we desired this light and see how we wanted certain things and did not feel like it was possible based on the circumstances that we saw, the material world that we were entering and interacting with. But as we've learned and journeyed, hopefully the experience of taking on different values and shifts and finding out what works for you, what didn't work for you, and what works for you has been a process of self-discovery. And I hope that at the bottom of all of that self-discovery has been a deeper, deeper connection to love. In your exploration, that you have stayed connected to light. That through all the darkness and despair, that when you go inside, what comes through is your truth of I would like better. In fact, the word I deserve better. We spoke about being deserving of love already. Today, we're simply going to talk about our divine birthright of worth. We are all worthy, every one of us. Each and every one of us born with worth, with gifts, with talents, with offerings the world has never seen before, because the world ain't seen nobody like me, nor has the world seen anyone like you. And we might feel familiar. Feeling familiar is one thing, because tones and vibrations are just that. They're tones and vibrations and frequency. So if you hold certain tones, certain vibrations, certain frequency, and you like how that feels, that's something that's in you wanting to come through greater. If you feel tones and vibrations and frequencies that don't like how they feel, that's something you might need to check out in yourself that might be tinging. But regardless of all that tone and familiarity to time, space, people, places, things, we are still each unique, moving forward in light. And as we begin to understand that, we keep recreating life, right? We keep recreating circumstances, situations, scenarios. And it may not seem like, what do you mean I am recreating? You'll find out. You'll believe it when you see it. I can say that from my perspective, from where I stand, I have come to bear witness that I keep recreating certain things. So recognizing that I am a pattern maker, a pattern reader, someone who can see the patterns, then I know that I can change it. Worth helps me. When we understand that we were all born to make great the glory of God, light, love, creativity that is within us. We were all born with it. Not one person is excluded. In fact, some people were absolutely born to be our villains. And not villains per se, but the resistance point that we have to push against and say no. They give us the lived example of what we say no to. We are worthy of our no. We are worthy of our sacred no. We are worthy of our yes. We are worthy of our sacred yes. We are worthy of love. We are worthy of happiness. We are worthy of joy. We are worthy of peace. We are worthy of laughter. We are worthy of divine and sacred relationships that are not just something that is physical, but is something that is metaphysical, beyond the physical. We are worthy of those kinds of connections and digging deeper into who we can be as we all dance out this life. We're just dancing it out. You and me and you, just dancing out this life, never outside the realm of worth. And if, as I say these words, they bring up for you the idea that there are those who are not worthy, I would tell you that at a certain level of being our higher self, knowing that all will be well, knowing that we are all on the path, knowing that light is greater, light is greater, that even the greatest light can overtake the airwaves. The greater our light, the more we become the prominent force of energy. The greater we choose to shine in our worth and our light, the greater that we decide to say that love is worthy to be held, authenticity is worthy to be shared, uniqueness and our vulnerability is valuable. When we begin honoring our value, living inside of our glow, then we begin to see what it means to be noble. We can lean into what it means to walk the noble path. And the noble path is not a path that says that you are somehow another less than or greater than the other. It simply means you are a human, greetings, who has chosen to walk in divinity, to move into the meta of our physical reality. When we move into the meta, the understanding that it's greater than just this, that we continue to occupy greater and greater forms, that there are levels that we can access when we step outside of our belief that we are not worthy, our dreams are not worthy, that our light is not worthy. Everything about you is worthy. Everything. There's not one thing that has not come to be a lesson or a blessing through you, through me. I own it. I honor it. I proclaim. I proclaim that I am worthy. And if you can agree with that, I invite you right now to just type into the chat right now, I am worthy. I am worthy. You are worthy. We are worthy of a world that works for everyone. In all the places where you find yourself in resistance to, begin to understand, is it something that is in you that needs to be shifted, as opposed to you trying to impose your will on the other. We work to impose our will on the other as opposed to allowing divine will to come through us. The Creator has a master plan. Peace and happiness throughout the land. The Creator has a master plan for every man, woman, and child. Every being that operates on this earth. There is divinity shining through our heart light. And as we claim our worth, we unconsciously, without even intending, give the demonstration that proves to others, I'm worthy too. I'm worthy too. Yes. Yes, you tell your people. Yes, you tell your children. Yes, we tell our parents. Yes, we tell each other. Yes, we tell the plants. You are worthy. All is worthy to make manifest the glory of God that is us. All of us are worthy to make glory the gift of God that is within us. And if we are not allowed to demonstrate what we know is our light and our shine, usually it will come out anyway, but in opposition to. I can't shine, you can't shine. So how do we create right relationships? Right relationships begins when we understand that worth is not in comparison to. Worth just is. Our worth just is. It's not in comparison to. I'm not worthy because I'm here sharing with you. I'm worthy because I was born and I'm here. And therefore, I have already been stamped and approved. Go forth and manifest the gift of God that is you. Go forward and manifest. That was my only mandate. When I took that breath in, go forward and make manifest the gift of God that is you. That is your only mandate. And it does not mean it won't be hard. It does not mean it won't be challenges. It does not mean that we will not have times where we will weep. We still live in these human forms and we are remembering who we are. We are remembering who we are as divine beings. So as we remember who we are, we can remember who our reflections are. I can see you. And know, I'm going to call your names, okay? I can see you and I can say, Brooke, you are worthy. I can say, Morgan, you are worthy. I can say, Jennifer, you are worthy. I can say, Mickey, you are worthy. I can say, Keisha, you are worthy. I can say, Josh, you are worthy. I can say, Shannon, you are worthy. I can look at you and proclaim your worth. And it does not take away from mine. See, we live in a society that has created rules that say it's zero sum. Winner take all. If I give you some, that means I'm going to have less. So I'm not giving you anything that would take away from me because I'm afraid of lack, maybe? I just know that our world was not created in lack. Our world was created in deep, deep abundance. And as we get in line with our birthright of worth, we begin to honor the worth in others and not the worth that we think based on our conditionings. What we think based on our conditionings can often lead us to continue to recreate the same world that we have been conditioned to. So when we allow our conditionings to lead, they continue to recreate what has been based on the pictures of our ego and the thoughts of our rational mind. Our ego and our rational mind, they work together, will keep us in the same reality. This is why the call is to our higher self, our noble path. We're working to move there, to not allow foolishness and malice to rule the day, so that they can once again see themselves, everyone can see themselves as a part of. There's humility in that space. Not for me to say, but for all to know. We go through and we learn. We go through and we learn. So you are worthy. I want you to always remember, and when you forget, that's okay. Just remember, I'm worthy. If you need to, go ahead and take a piece of paper. Make your walls talk to you. If you can see here, I'm going to make this so you guys can see more. I have been making my walls talk to me more. My walls are having greater conversations with me. And as such, it's creating another level of relationship with spirit for me. Write it up there. I am worthy. Write it up so you don't forget yourself when your mind gets caught up inside of the miasma of this world. Our practices can help. Our practices most definitely can help. But there are times where we may have to remember, write it on your wall. I don't care. Stick it on a post-it paper. Take a piece of any kind of paper. Write it on the back, I am worthy. Let it look silly. Let it look like child art. Write it with your left hand. Write it with your non-dominant hand, I am worthy. Put it up. Remember it. Say it over and over again, I am worthy. When you see others, look at them as the self. Say, you are worthy. Just say it to the next person you see. You are worthy. They're going to look at you like, huh? What's wrong? Just say it anyway. Affirm it. Make it become one of these things that when people come into their radiance, their worth increases. Because they see you and they see you seeing them. And in that mutual relationship, you make this space in which you are able to say, I am worthy. We are worthy. And our worth, our self-worth, helps us to make better choices. We don't make the choices that will feed the old narrative. We will be able to make the choices that feed our new now vibration. Our new now vibration and frequency that are calling to us the reality that we are yearning for. It's a collective yearning. It really is. That's why we're here together. That's why me doing this. That's why me doing this creates a resonance in you. And thank you. I just have to say thank you. Thank you for those who tune in to me, who share this out, who let me know that I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone, but it's always good to wake up every day and see my people, especially during a time where isolation is real. As so many of us are alone in our process or alone in our awakening, maybe trying to see this new world through new eyes and needing to learn to walk again. I feel like a big sister. I feel like a big sister, a big, auntie, a girlfriend, even a daughter who is just speaking what's come through. Because I feel like I want it. Don't you want it too? I want it for you. It's so pretty. Do you want this? Do you want this wholeness? Do you want to accept that you're broken and that's okay? Do you want to accept that things have happened and you've grown from it? Do you want to accept that it's all been for your good? Do you want to accept that too? Do you want to be whole like me? Do you want to make a world that works better like me? Can we go through it and make something happen that feels really good so that the children can all dance and play and sing? I want to hear children laughing outside again. Before I leave this earth, it is my desire that we all can move into the sound of laughter of children as a normal soundtrack and feel good about it. And that it reminds us of when we laughed, and if we didn't laugh, that we can laugh today. So I thank you all for your affirmation, because we are making agreements when we affirm. And our agreements are creating the web that anchors out to everyone that you know. I am impacting people I don't know because you've invited me to make connection with you. And maybe that will open it up that you're making connection with others that you love. We are worthy of right relationships that feed us. We are worthy to be able to move through the tangled knots and disagreements to find new ways to create harmony. Again, we are all worthy. So, yeah, I feel good. I feel really good. I feel great. I feel great. My dad's calling. I gotta call him back. My dad just called. So if you heard it, if it went blank, my dad just called. I have to call him this morning. I called my grandma this morning. she just kept coming up in my mind. So I called my auntie and I called my grandma and I just sent love to her. She's my last living grandparent. And I just wanted to send her some love. So my dad just called to send me some love. There's this whole idea that we can pour a little love, a little bit, till it becomes comfortable. He said he's just checking on me. How beautiful is that, right? He was just checking on me. This is my stepdad. We had hell when we were kids. Oh my God. He got all my teenage angst. And I love him for that. I love him forever and ever. His name will be held high for me. He loved me when I didn't love myself. So, pour a little love as a part of your honoring of worth. Pour a little love as it comes into your idea of worth, even on you. Do something today because you're worthy of it. And it doesn't have to be anything other than drinking some water. I'm drinking this water because I'm worthy of staying hydrated. I'm going to do this exercise because I'm worthy of feeling strong and growing past this pain. I'm going to do these stretches because I'm worthy of finding the fluidity and flow inside of my body. I'm going to put these clothes on because I'm worthy of wearing things that feel clean and make me feel good about myself. I'm going to take a shower. Some of my friends out there, depression will make you not want to take a shower. I know. But you're worthy of cleansing and being blessed by water to allow it to wash you clean and go out the drain and see that flow off of your skin. You're worthy. You're worthy. You're so worthy. And if no one has told you that your voice counts, that your presence counts, I'm here to tell you, you are worthy. I need you. We need you. We need the deep feelers. We need the people who resonate strongly. We need us all. We need you. I'm here because I feel like you need me too. So in relationship together, this is how we're going to create this world. My expectation is that over the next year, maybe my people that I connect with will grow. Maybe. We'll see how the wheel of fortune folds and how I do my work. But I would like to be one who does her best, whatever that looks like. And my dreams are worthy. My dreams are worthy to be spoken. It is my desire. It is my greatest desire to live as such a bright, shining example of what it means to walk the path of light, love, discipline, order, relationship, that I can, of laughter, of joy, of bliss, that I can, that my path is so magnetic that I honor the goddess in me, that if I be lifted up from the earth, I'll draw beings unto me, onto that path for their own self, onto that path for their own light and their own residence and their own doing of good in their families. And that those who are also being called to their path, that I can continue to be inspired and elevated. That is my prayer, that when I feel low, I can see the light surround me, calling me forward, loving me, supporting me, giving me water, ensuring that I can stay just that much longer to do this work and to run this great race. That's my prayer, that's my dream, that's my vision. So, it's out there now. So let's play some bowls. How about it? Let's play some bowls. How about it? Yeah. Before we do that, though, let's see what's coming through our text. Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanahara Ama. Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanahara Ama. Let's see what she has to say. Let's see what Spirit has to say through her to us today. Okay. Communicating as your higher self. As you grow and evolve, the words you speak and the thoughts you have about others will have an increasing power to affect people. Your positive thoughts and visions of people will lift them higher. Your criticism will depress their energies and hold them back. To go higher, it is important that you learn the power of the words you speak. In the higher realms, every sound, thought, and spoken word produces strong effects. So it is important to learn to communicate in loving ways. There are many ways to communicate, including telepathically, in which case messages are sent and received mentally. Body language, which is communicating through positions, movements and gestures, and verbal communication. You can learn to communicate as your higher self. Higher self communication brings energy and love back to you. It gives energy and love to others. When you speak as your higher self, the people around you will be open and responsive to what you have to say. You will speak the truth with precision and create peace and harmony. All higher self communication begins in the heart. It is important to come from your heart when you speak. When you speak with love, truly caring for the higher good of other people, you create a real connection. When your words are chosen with care and spoken with the intent to serve, they empower people to grow. When you have the intention to serve another person's higher good with what you say, your words have an increasing ability to shift that person's consciousness. Before you meet with people or speak to them for the first time, imagine talking from your heart to theirs. Ask for the highest good to come from your time together. I have to read this last one. I have to. Sound is a very powerful way of creating higher consciousness, whether it is made by your voice or musical instruments. Many of you have come to earth at this time to use sound to raise consciousness. You may find yourself in positions where you speak to others, play or create music, channel, and so on. Okay, this is page 181 to 182. This is page 181 to 182 in the text Spiritual Growth. I absolutely understand that this is a message for me and an affirming of the vision and the dream that I just spoke out loud. This is affirming the message that I just spoke out loud. So as I open up to channeling, as I open up to words and playing music, I'm just, so yeah, I hope it spoke to you too. I see it spoke to you. Janine, I see it spoke to you. So, the last it says is that all communications begin with a telepathic connection, whether or not you are aware of it. Before you talk, you are aware at some level of the other person. You can increase this awareness and notice as you talk whether the other person is listening, interested, or agreeing with you. Note what level of understanding he or she has about what you're saying. Use terms the other person can understand. It is important to talk at the level of your audience. You would talk to a 5-year-old in a different way than you would talk to a 10-year-old. If you stop for a moment before you speak and sense who your listeners are, you will be able to talk with much greater effectiveness. So, I'm going to finish this with sealing all of this energy. We're going to seal all this real great good, right? We're going to seal all this great good in our energy of worth with the bowls. And for whatever reason, this mama wants to play. I hit it earlier and it was like, it just felt good. And so I knew that I wanted to bring that feeling good that resonated with me to you. They're going to play this particular bowl. It is an authentic bowl from Nepal. It is also it's tuned to D, which normally or can resonate with the sacral chakra, the seat of our creation, or worthy to create. But it's going to resonate wherever it resonates with you. So, thank you. Get comfortable. Relax as we move into the sound healing portion of our conversation this morning. Make yourself relaxed, and prayerfully these sounds will be able to anchor in the message that we have shared around worth and being worthy. That is my intention. worthy. Yes, you are. You are so worthy. You are so worthy. You are so worthy. You are. You are so worthy. Yes, you are. We are so worthy. We are so worthy. Yes, we are. We are so worthy. Yes, we are. Live your life worthy, 'cause we are. Let's live our lives worthy. Yes, we are. Let's live our lives worthy, because we are. Let's live our lives worthy, because we are. Mm, 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 mm. Blessings, brothers and sisters, siblings on the journey. Thank you for co-creating this space with me, inspiring, lifting, trusting, bringing yourselves to the table. I thank you. Go forward and have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. I'm going to, this video does go up on YouTube. So if you need to re-up on your feelings of self-worth, you'll be able to click that link that shares with you how to follow this message. Oh, I thank you so much. I thank you. If I can be a good sister, if I can be a good auntie, if I can be a good daughter, if I can be a good mother, not perfect, but one who is ever striving to be her best self, then it all worth it. It's worth it, right? I get to see more of my Kool-Aid grins. So blessings, y'all. Be well.